Hello to my alto sax players. Let's learn our concert E flat scale with Mr. Cronin. This is coming straight from page 2 of your band fundamental warm-ups number 2. So this should be on the back side of your fundamental warm-ups number 2. And today we're going to be learning our E flat concert scale together. Now our concert E flat scale, of course, for saxophone players, remember when we talk about concert pitch, saxophones have to do what's called transposing. And so if I say concert pitch something, you've got to think down 3 notes to find what you're looking for. So if we go from E flat, D, C, we're going to go down 3 notes, including the note that we called on. So C is the name of our scale for this one. And let's review our how to practice for band. Step 1 is to count it out loud. Now, I am not going to count this one out loud, folks, because we are only dealing with half notes, quarter notes, and whole notes. So I am going to skip the count it out loud step, but always a good place to start is to count it out loud if the rhythms are challenging. Okay, so let's go to step 2, which is to note name it out loud, keeping a steady beat, naming the notes in time to the rhythm. So I am also going to use my metronome on this, and I am going to use my masters of the alphabet, which remember is the alphabet starting and ending on whichever given note. So this one happens to start on C. I'm going to set my metronome anywhere between 60 and 72 beats per minute. For today, I'm going to have it at 72, okay? And I'm going to name notes in time to the rhythm on the page. 5, 6, 7, 8. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, and we're there. Okay. Now, of course, I do not use a sheet to remind me of my masters of the alphabet. I have that memorized, and memorization is the goal for that. But since it's here, we may as well use it today. That went really well. Go ahead and pause the recording and go through that a few times to make sure that you have it down really well also. Okay, so if you've paused the recording, you've gone through your masters of the alphabet several times. Next, we're going to go to step 3, which is fingers and positions. So I'm going to make sure that I can put my fingers on the notes that I need. And as a saxophone player, or as any musician, that means I'm also looking for notes that are new. And I do see one note in this scale that is new, and it happens to be our low C. So when I go into my EE book and I look on pages 46 and 47 of my EE book, I'm going to look for the fingering of that note low C, and I'll give you a hint that it's going to be one of your right hand pinky keys, and make sure that it is closing a note so that you go lower and not raising a note so that you go higher, okay? But you can find that on page 46. Make sure that when you're looking for a note, you don't just look for its note name in the fingering chart, because there are more than one C that can be played on saxophone, and we need to make sure that we're playing them in the correct range as well, because the fingerings sometimes are different. Okay, so this time we're going to do fingers along with the metronome. Ready, here it comes. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And right there at measure 104 is where the actual scale itself stops. Measure 105, 106, and 107 are an arpeggio, and I should do my note names and fingers through those as well. So I'll do my note names, measure 105, C, E, G, C, B, G, F, E, C, and we're there. And I do my fingers also, measure 105, C, E, G, C, B, A, oh no, I made a mistake, C. So that might happen to you also, and if it does, just stop there, correct the mistake, and go on. So go ahead and pause the video, take your time to go through your fingers and note names for the concert E flat scale from measure 100 to 104, and then the arpeggio is measure 105 through 107, and both of these are included in your scale. Okay, so back to my how to practice for band sheet. Step 4, silent play. I'm not going to make you watch a video of me silent playing, so just make sure that we're focusing on our breathing and articulating, which means tonguing to start those notes. okay? And then step 5 is play. I'm going to put it all together. And I want you guys to think about this. If I can count the music very well and very steady, and I've spent time doing that, and I know that it's a mastered skill, if I can note name it in time, very well, very steady, and it's a mastered skill. If I can get my fingers in positions very well and very steady, and I can silent play it, when we get to step 5, you're probably going to be really, really successful if you've taken the time to do the previous steps correctly. Okay. Now, a little Mr. Cronin hint here. That very first note of ours again is the low C. Low C sometimes has difficulty for young students getting that note to pop out for. So if you're having difficulty with that note, what I want you to do is be sure that your embouchure, right, our mouth muscles and our jaw muscles are set into place. So we set our jaw into place. We firm our bottom lip. And for saxophone, I want you to be sure that you're getting really good side to side embouchure pressure. Okay, so not so much biting top and bottom on the mouthpiece, but more supporting it from the sides with a very thin bottom lip, everything very firm. Okay, and then be sure you're blowing hot mashed potato air at that note. So last thing left to do is play. Let's give it a shot. 2, ready. Okay, so hopefully it's back to hearing my spoken audio again. That was my step 5, putting it all together. So I hope that you guys have fun with your concert E flat scale. Remember for us, that is no sharps, no flats, key of C. Okay, enjoy Saxes. Hope to hear from everybody real soon. Send me a video or send me a link.